Hi, my name's Dan Nelson. I'm an artist from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I have in my studio today a man who's an artist and an inventor, Hal Schiff. Welcome, Hal, to my studio.
Thank you.
Tell us what you have here.
Well, Dan, this is the WindmillEasel, and this is an invention that I've been working on for over 13 years. And what it is, it's an easel that revolves a canvas so that you have the most comfortable brush and palette knife stroke that you can get. And it also serves a purpose to get at large areas where you couldn't reach before. You had to get a ladder or something like that. Now you can just turn it.
Wow, that's fantastic. That could really make a big difference.
Let me explain what we have here. We have a base, which includes this vertical support here. And then we have a pivot assembly. And the pivot assembly is what turns the canvas.
Got it.
And then we attach the canvas to the arms here on the pivot assembly.
Show us how that works.
And here, let me just put this here. The arms work in conjunction with these end brackets. And the end brackets attach to the canvas. And they attach to the canvas in this fashion where you can use these little grabbers here to hug and fit on the edges, the corners of the canvas.
Fantastic.
If you're not going to paint the edges, you would attach it this way. If you're going to paint and this is a really neat part of it, if you're going to paint the edges, you can attach them this way and screw them on to the stretcher frames so that you have total edge and surface exposure. So let me demonstrate how this is working. This is a fully convertible easel. It goes from the vertical for pastel artists all the way down, or any increment to horizontal. You can stop it. It's got a damper that allows smooth action to horizontal. And what you do, you attach the brackets to the canvas first. The yellow donut goes on the back arm.
I see, okay, to make up for the difference.
Makes up the difference.
Thickness, excellent, excellent.
And so what happens, you notice that the arms adjust to different size canvases. So there's the longest rectangle you can get.
Aha.
And then it goes to the square, which is 36-inch square, and then it will go all the way down to an 8x10 canvas.
Excellent. Now what happens if you have a canvas that's larger than 36 by 36?
Well, then we sell two versions of this.
That's what this is for.
That's the 60, and that will take a 60-inch square canvas. Wow. This will take a 36-inch square canvas.
And as I see this working, no matter what size or shape the canvas it's always going to be centered. It's always going to be balanced. Is that right?
That's correct. That's the arms and the end brackets working together to center the canvas. So then we attach the knobs to securely hold it on. And it's so secure that you could take this pivot assembly off, attach it to the ceiling, and paint upside down. Let's say that you're sitting down and this is too high. So you want to lower this.
Right.
Well, the pivot assembly will lower. You got a number of different holes here that you can lower this pivot assembly, and you always do it when it's in the horizontal position.
Excellent. So you're not taking it off and then catching it as it falls down.
Here's
Terrific.
And then you just lower it. There we go. And put the knobs back on, and you're all set to go.
Fantastic. So now it's in a lower position. I'll be sitting down. Excellent, excellent.
And you tighten it up, and there you are. Now, for all painting mediums.
Yeah, what if you want to do watercolor? Exactly.
Watercolor, okay? You take a piece of masonite, you put edges on it. You take your bracket, you attach the brackets onto this, all four brackets.
Got it.
Put it on the easel, draw lines across it so you know where the center is. Center your paper or your canvas board, and you're all set to go. Let me put this large canvas on to give you a feel for.
I want to do some painting here. You gonna let me paint on this large canvas?
Certainly will.
With some of that special and disappearing paint in particular would be good.
So then you just put that on. Make sure that the bolts are in the grooves.
You know, when I first saw this and saw you had to get all these knobs on, and I saw it in the vertical position, I thought, well, that you could do a little bit of dancing to get everything right, but didn't even dawn. You just put it down like this.
You put it down like that, and you're all set to go. Now, you notice because the end brackets were screwed on to the back, you've got the full edge and surface for painting. And how many times have you stood on your head trying to paint the edge of a canvas?
Lock this in place. I want to give it a spin. You know, like so, oh my goodness, the applications, besides after you get done playing with it, and your kids get done playing with it and painting spirals and circles and such things, just to be able to have the freedom of motion. I can see that you'd get spoiled really quickly, wouldn't you?
Well, everybody has a comfort zone where they paint. And, you know, once you're in that comfort zone and all of a sudden you got to work up here, it's nice to be able to turn the canvas. And a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
And the larger your canvases, the more people are going to turn them.
Sure.
I get calls all the time.
In fact, and I can see a very serious application of this. I mean, besides the ergonomic, position, is when I'm teaching art classes, I'm often telling people, turn your canvas upside down to check your design. Turn it every way so you see if the design is hanging together. Or even when you're doing portraiture, the same thing. Yes. Oh my goodness, to be able to just flip it like that, for a moment, look at it like that, and say, yeah, I'm okay, and then put it back.
And for the abstract artist, they go ballistic on this, They're always turning it.
Exactly. Fantastic, Hal. My goodness, I want one of those. I can really see what a difference it would make in the studio.
Well, it does, and I'm very pleased that I was able to bring to an artist like yourself the ability to lessen your workload. And I think this really does it. Now, let me add one more thing here.
That's right. Oh, this is key. If we don't want to buy the whole thing, we already own a decent easel. What do we do then?
You got a big investment in an easel. You don't want to buy this whole thing. You can't afford it. You can buy just the pivot assembly. Yep, and it's Velcroed on here.
Just demonstrating how easy it is to figure out.
Yeah. So it just... There we go.
There you go.
So this is sold separately, and it comes with the brackets, and it's got Velcro, and it's got a number of other connectors that come with it so that you can mount it to a wall, you can mount it to a table. We show on our website that we mount it to a tree.
A telephone pole.
We're going to get a trailer hitch version of it.
Yeah.
But you just put it on the easel. You want to make sure that you have 1.5 inches clearance.
Okay, gotcha.
And then once you do that,
fantastic.
And then you take the Velcro and just added support, where you put it on, you hold it down.
That is a great feature. I already have a nice easel in my studio, and I don't want to buy two nice easels. So this would be the way to go for those of us who already have an easel.
That's right.
Fantastic.
And you mount them on the walls all over your studio if you wanted to. So, it's like John Shearer says, buy my product.
That's very good. Buy Hal's product. Hal, thanks so much for coming. Great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
I appreciate it.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.